Um, yeah, sorry, I forgot to turn on the microphone, so I'm just going to say it again. Um, so today, first time I'm going to stream in 180p, so you should have a bit more, um, resolution if you're watching this on full quality. And yeah, it's going to be nice and warm in here because of it, but that's totally fine. And another change, I've added to the chat window here, which will allow you, the chat to be recorded on the VOD as well, which I think is nice if for people who decide to watch the video later and, still be able to figure out what's going on in chat. Hey Tommy, good evening. And hi first one, good to see you. Yeah, so chat and high resolution. And yeah, you might have also noticed here in the corner a new, a very nice new graphic made by Leon Tucker, who is going to do a lot of very, very nice key art and concept art for the game in the future. And well, actually I can show it to you in a high resolution. This is like, it's still scaled down because it's like a really high resolution, but it's the first piece of key art for the game, which I will use for promotional material as well as capsules in the online store and so on. So yeah, really looking forward to, really liking this and looking forward to other key art which is still going to come. Yeah, so it's actually really high resolution, so if you just zoom in, and I really like how he transferred the 2D top-down graphics into this three-dimensional version. You can still make out the modules, but it is very nice. Yeah, the artist, I can actually show you the page. It's leontucker.artstation.com. And he's also going to work on art for the story mode. And as you can tell, it's like really, really cool art style. And I really enjoy it. And yeah, I'm really happy that he's willing to work on BossConstructor and yeah, contribute on it. I'm going to post the link in the chat in case you want to have a look at it. Yeah, like really cool. I don't know how this art style is called. Like a mixture of 3D modeled graphics with like speed painting style to add detail and stuff. Yeah, so really liking it, and you're going to see a lot more graphics of this style in the game later on, when the story mode is progressing, I should say, because currently it's not progressing because I don't have the energy currently to work on it, but when it will come, there will be a lot of stuff. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously, in order to be able to do this, it requires thousands of hours of work, and I don't think I could ever reach the level of proficiency and style which he has achieved. So yeah, I'm really happy to work together with him on the game. Good. And I mean, it's not just that I couldn't reach this level of style, but even if I could, I would take like much longer, and it wouldn't make sense on like an economical basis to even try to reach that, I think. Okay. Yeah, I think this is also done in the way you described first one. I think it's different. For example, it's told me that this, for example, Teddy Space Refuge, is indeed based on a 3D model, but then painted over to add detail and more stuff. Or this one, for example. But you know, he's also sent me a lot of sketches, and always amazed what he can you know, produce in like a half an hour or so. It's just amazing. All right, so moving on. What are we going to do today? First of all, we are not necessarily first of all, but we are going to work on the next module which has been voted for. Let me just show you. Good question. It's like new stuff, which I will have to look at later on. And the next module is going to be the nano armor. I don't know how it's really pronounced in English, but yeah, the nano armor is basically armor which automatically repairs itself. So I guess in order to make it balanced, we're going to make it a bit more expensive than the regular armor, but yeah, it will regenerate HP over time, and I think it's, you know, in contrast to the repair module, the repair bot, it's not going to consume ore, it will just slowly regenerate over time, like some sort of organic armor or something. I'm not yet entirely sure how I'm going to make it look, but I guess we can figure that out as we go along. Good. Yeah, I should add that I started to make a pool of vetoed ideas, just because some of the ideas which have been suggested, I think, will not really fit the game so well. For example, a module which automatically generates ore over time would, I think, would incentivize gameplay that's not fun, by just sitting around the corner and generating ore, for example. And some other ideas are very, very close because two modules which are already in the game. And yeah, over time I will go through this list and yeah, basically sort the ideas a bit. What else are we going to do today? Because basically the nano armor is probably going to be rather fast. So the second thing we are going to do today is we're going to implement decoration modules. This has actually been suggested some time ago, and it's actually been suggested many times by different players. And basically it's modules which just have decoration purpose. Pretty much like the spotlight and target laser and so on. And I think I'm going to make them extremely cheap and extremely fragile. So basically they're going to be blown up immediately, and yeah. So basically here I've created a new module category, which is decoration. And yeah, basically I've already migrated some modules which did not really have a proper, you know, a proper function in a way. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I've missed some modules, and I've also probably missed to implement this category in some places in the game, but yeah, we'll do that over time. Good. So yeah, today I basically thought we could add some more decoration modules. Maybe just some very simple modules like an antenna or like a little radar dish or stuff like that, which you could then attach to the existing ship. Yeah, good. So where do we begin? Actually this time I would like to begin with the decoration module and do the nano armor module later on. So let's begin by closing this one and making a very simple decoration module, which will be an antenna this time. Okay, this is going to be really simple. So, oops. Okay. So decro. What is that? So maybe like this. Now it actually looks a bit strange. Yeah, I mean it should be really simple and really small and not add a lot of visual clutter to the game. Okay, for example like this. Okay, I'm also going to make a second version of this one where we have two antennas. Oops. Like this, for example. So this is really going to be very simple stuff, and yeah, like I said, it's not going to have a real purpose in the game, it's just going to be there to look sort of fun. And we're also going to add a radar dish, and yeah, if you have suggestions for what you would like to see in the game, just let me know. Probably already forgotten to export stuff, as I usually tend to do. right. Alright, so this is going to be third decoration module, and I think we're going to leave it at that. And yeah, so let's turn them into proper graphics. Yeah, as usual we forgot to export one of them. I forgot to export this one. Alright. Alright, so let's transfer these height maps into proper graphics. Yeah, I mean, we need to keep in mind that these are going to be really tiny later on in the game. Make them a bit brighter, a little bit more contrasty. Yeah, like this. And yeah, that's the first one. Antenna 2. Yeah, over here. Then the second one. All right. And finally the radar dishy thing. It's maybe a bit too long, we'll have to see how it turns out. Okay, so let's add them to the game. It should be relatively straightforward. Let's take the spotlight as a basis and let's make a decoration class. Which will pretty much just have be inactive. How do you do that? Okay, is controllable, is available to AI, okay. Let's do it like this. So they're all going to be one by one. The cost is going to be extremely low, so I'm thinking of like 1. And the maximum hit points are also going to be really low. So it's the main change, and the weight is also going to be really low. So that maximum hit points I think are going to be just 2, for example. Cost would be, okay, by default cost is maximum of 10 and 5 times the size. So cost of 2 would be fine. And weight will be really low, so weight could be like 0.2. Okay, actually we can also do 1 hit point. Good. Good. Actually 1 hit point is better than it sounds, because for example, if a weapon which has a damage of 10 hits this module, it will be fully absorbed by this module, so it can absorb more than 1. Okay. Yeah. So let's make deco radar. Stance decoration. And that should be it. And then let's make deco antenna. And antenna 2. Good, now we have to add them to the list of modules. And we will have to add them to the research system, but they are not going to be proper modules in the research tree because, you know, they're just too trivial. So they will just be researched by default. So, and they will not even show up in the research tree, I think. Okay, now we also need description and stuff. And yeah. Okay, get name, get description, okay. Okay, we will just override that for all the decorations. So, like this. Yeah. So they will all have the same name and the same description. So we just have to implement this once. For example, like this. We could make the radar disk spin independently. Yeah, we could. We could. And we might at some point, but not today. The thing about making them spin is it might look sort of strange if they spin at different rates, and if they spin at the same rate, it might look a bit strange if you have them on each side of the ship, I think. I don't know, I'm not sure. Alright. Yeah, so let's give it a try. I'm not sure if I thought about everything, but it might work, it might crash, I don't know. But I'm pretty confident that most of the stuff is already done for these decoration modules. Speaking of which, do you have ideas for more decoration modules? Given that the antenna and radar dishes are done. What else could we put on there? Okay, let's see. Yeah, we have a few decoration modules. Okay, so first of all we need to prevent that it spawns these plate decoration things. Yeah, that looks a bit buggy if it does spawn them. And other than that, maybe it needs to be a bit smaller, I'm not sure yet. Okay, let's fix these background decorations first. How is it done? Okay, suppress is silhouette enabled false, okay. It's controllable false, suppress adjacent decorations, okay. Let's steal all of this. Good. Good, that should work. Actually, I also want to make the radar dish spin. Okay. Large engine and the 1x1 angled armor blocks. Okay. Good. Let's do those. Look here. Okay. Why did it not work? I guess these background things are calculated differently. Okay. Okay, let's check it in the code. Yeah. Decoration. Oh, great. Now we have two classes which are called decoration. It was not so very clever, but I guess it's working for now. Okay. So, within block zone, filled B. Okay. Okay, suppress fill decorations. Okay. I guess this is the one which is also missing for the mini armor thingies. For example, here, and the, is it fission drive? fission rocket. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully this fixed it. We will see. Wow. I think it's not too healthy. 1080p is definitely not too healthy for my CPU. Yeah. Have to see about that. Okay. Okay. So the decorations are fixed now. But I think they just stick out a bit too much. So I would like to make them either smaller or darker maybe? And probably both. Yeah, I think they're a bit too big, so they might be confused for actual modules, and I think they shouldn't stick out quite as much. Okay, so first let's try to remodel the simple antenna to see if we can improve on that. Okay, so let's make it a bit... Let's put it a bit lower. Maybe like this. Maybe this is a bit too slow. Let me just check here if I missed something. No, it's just the 1080p. Oh, and also Dropbox. I can kill Dropbox. That might help a bit. And Chrome, I guess. I guess I can close my other window here. Video preview. Okay, if I turn off the video preview, does it help? It does help. Okay, good. Well, basically, I don't really need the video preview on my second screen, so that should help. Yeah, definitely helps. Okay, so let's see if this works better. I should make these opacities default to something which is more useful, but okay, just for testing, let's see how this looks in game. Heatsink panels and sort of metal framework, okay. Ah, okay, okay. Yeah. But how would you make them look? Like just a few sticks, like here? So, like a smaller version of the antenna. Okay, metal framework. Okay, yeah, metal framework sounds good. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I'm actually liking the smaller style decoration. Like this. Okay. So I'm going to make the other guys a bit smaller as well. Then I'm also going to add some of the framework style decorations as you suggest. Okay, okay. All right. And finally the waiter dish. Yeah, I guess this needs to be way smaller. Maybe like this. It looks a bit dark, but I guess we'll have to see how it looks in game. It's a bit hard to tell here on this view. Okay, and let's also try to make framework. So how would you accomplish this? I guess I can try to just make little, grill sort of thing. I don't know how to express it. Let's make this a bit darker. And just make it very simple. Just like this, maybe. Not too sure yet, not too sure yet. Guess it will come down to a bit of experimentation to get this right. Little fins. It also sounds good. It also sounds good. Okay. So let's try this little frame thing. frame. I'm actually really curious how this is going to look in game. Okay, let's do this. Deco frame. Let's also export it as deco frame. Then let's put it in the game. And then I think I'm just going to recompile it to see how it looks, because I have no idea in which direction we need to go. Research system, deco frame. Good, good, good. I guess I should also add a little bit of a check. The thing is, currently the decoration modules are equally weighted in regard to the other modules, so shops will have a lot of them, and also the gamblers will have a high chance of dropping them. But obviously you do not really want to have a gambler giving you a decoration module, so I may have to lower the probability for that. Yeah, actually we can do that now. So gambler, gamble abstract module, get random module. Okay, so let's make it so that the gambler doesn't give you decoration modules. Okay, yeah, why not? Get a category. Is category. Okay. Is category decoration. While that is the case, we are going to make a new module. Okay, that should fix it actually. So you shouldn't get decoration modules from gamblers now. Okay. Okay, the waiter dish looks a little bit tiny now. So how does this grill thing look like? It's not too bad, I guess. It is a bit dark, so it's very hard to see actually. Don't even know if you'll be able to see it on stream. Okay, this needs to be a bit brighter. Okay, which we can do. So well, at least some of these have to be brighter. Okay, that should be that. These guys look a bit strange, I don't know. Okay, how does it actually look in game? Like in mission, I mean. It's very hard to see actually, but I mean, if you zoom in, it's a little bit of nice added detail, I guess. Alright, alright. I'm not complaining. Nice. Good that you can see it, thanks to my dying CPU and 180p. Okay. Okay, so it needs to be a bit brighter, but other than that, it's sort of nice. Let's try to decorate another ship just to get a feel for it. So let's try this one. Yeah. Okay. Distress beacon, Titan armor. Alright. Let's add a few of these frames to the side. And oh, that looks strange. Maybe we can do it, put it here. Yeah, I mean, you can definitely use this to add a little bit of flavor to your ship. These guys are going to be a bit brighter next. And actually I feel like adding like 2 more. So, send me another link. Oh. Actually a really nice looking ship. Okay, so let's make an antenna like this one. Okay, should be relatively simple. Let's make antenna 3. Actually, let's remove all that crap. Right. Make the antenna 2x1? You mean like extending one to the front? Well, I do want to keep these sort of small, because I do not want players to confuse them for actual, actual productive modules, if you will. This might actually look sort of interesting. Yeah, it might actually be interesting. Yeah, the asymmetry would indeed be problematic. Let's try how this is going to look. So make it antenna 3. Okay, let's try this one. 3. And just for you, I'm going to make 2 versions. 3L and a flipped version. I'm going to call where did I put it? 3R. Okay. Deco antenna. And we can actually also make a symmetrical version here. Maybe this looks nice. We will see. Yeah, but let's try this as antenna 4. Okay. Oops. Disable this, and let's do this, and let's make it a bit brighter. Like this. And let's export it. Antenna 4. Good. Good, good, good. So now we have 3 more things which you can add. So we have deco antenna, oops, antenna 4 and 3L and 3R and it would be a shame to see it go insane due to this, so yeah. We are, and we need to add them here, and okay, that should actually be enough. So let's add them and see how it looks like. Actually, we can also redo the light graphics, maybe. Because instead of having like a block where there's a light, we could just have a stick with a little light on it. It might also look nice. But we can also keep the original graphic too, so that you have some liberty of how you want to implement it. But actually having a little light on a stick might look really nice. So maybe we could make the blinking light be a stick, because currently the blinking light looks almost exactly like the normal light. Yeah, it actually is sort of a good idea, if I may say so. Is this a new bug? I think this might be a new bug. Why do I have so many ships which are called new ship? Well, okay. Okay, the frame is now a bit brighter, which is nice. And we should also be able to add these things. Yeah. Sort of liking it. So let's try to add the left version here and the right version here. Yeah. It actually looks much better than the than this simple antenna, which we might want to redesign because I'm not sure. But I definitely like this new one better. Yeah. And first one, just for you. Let's give it a go. Good. Let's see how good this works together with the other decorations. Yeah, yeah. Seems reasonable. Okay, now I'm really beginning to hate these antennas, so I'm going to, I guess, make them even smaller. Okay. Actually, does this kill this? Yeah, this kills the decoration thingy. Which might be a deliberate choice, I don't know. Okay. Okay, you can't place it in front of other things, which is okay. Spotlight, light, blinking light. Okay, let's see how it works when you damage them. They should be pretty fragile, so I guess they should just get destroyed immediately. Yeah. But I mean, you can use them productively. I mean, it does buffer the first hit. I mean, it may actually even be a bit overpowered in that way, because these are like really cheap. And but they will still absorb all the damage from impact, for example. Well. Okay, so I think I do like these more edgy and more rectangular based decorations better than these rounded ones. So I think I'm going to change these into bit more rounded, bit more edgy versions. And we're also going to make a new graphic for the blinking light. Yeah, that's good. Sounds good. Okay, so let's go back. And the same actually for the radar dish. Yeah. Okay. What do we have here? Antenna 4, frame 1. Let's open our antenna base. Yeah, rounded stuff doesn't really look good in this in this specific circumstance. So instead, whoa. I don't want to make it asymmetrical, so but it might already be asymmetrical. It looks really a bit odd. Should be good enough, I guess. That's actually a good point. You can actually fill up the whole screen with decorations. Which is not really as intended, actually. It might be a bit of an exploit. Yeah, that's correct. That's correct, actually. Yeah, might be a bit of a problem. Okay, so let's update these two. Okay. Did I call it antenna 1? Just antenna, okay. Can actually try how it will work out, and if that's even a viable strategy. Yeah. Well, I actually exported to the wrong folder. 202. Okay. Okay. Good. Okay, let's update the graphics. We also wanted to make a new blinking light. Okay. I guess we can just make this pretty much based on this graphic. Just by adding a bit of stuff in the center. Maybe not like this. So this like this. Let's try it like this. It's very simple, but it's also going to be very small, so Okay. Blinking light. We might need to remove the mask for this. Blinking light. I'm a bit confused that it didn't tell me there is a graphic of the same name, so is it called differently? Blinking light. Seriously, it didn't replace it because it's not the same case? It's pretty evil, actually. Okay, we will have to remove these ones. Yeah, let's just remove these ones. Okay, good. Good. Give it a try. It will look really weird on chips which have been designed based on the old blinking light graphic, but I guess I can't please everyone, so. Okay, mass driver with max autoloaders is OP. Yeah, it looks a bit OP. Let me test that in a second, but yeah, I believe you're right. Wait a second. What did I do? Here, yeah. Okay, so first of all, blinking light. Okay, let's try blinking light. Okay, blinking light also needs to get decorations disabled. Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, I like it. I like it. I'll have to remove the thing, obviously, but yeah. Okay. Right. Decoration. Decoration. Okay. Let's copy all this stuff. Active. Silhouette enabled. Suppress decorations. Okay. Good, good. Okay. This pretty much concludes what I want to do today for decorations. So, edit new decoration modules and rebalance decoration modules. By which I mean I want to sort of decrease the cost of some of the decoration modules. We can actually do that right now. Yeah, so basically I want to make these lights and other stuff cheaper as well. So basically blinking light is going to be cheaper. Or basically we can just make the light cheaper and the other one will inherit this. So yeah, like this maybe. So the light is now much cheaper. I think we can do the same with the nameplate. So it is already cheaper than it would normally be, but yeah, I guess we can make it even cheaper and even lighter, so that there is no reason to not use a nameplate. Yeah, like I said, maybe it's a bit too overpowered now, but we can fix that later on as it seems appropriate. Good. What else do we have? Do we have other decoration modules? Light, deco, light, nameplate, spotlight. Okay, spotlight and target laser. Okay, yeah, we can do the same there. Okay, I'm going to make the target laser and the spotlight a bit heavier because they do have actual use in game. Yeah, okay. Spotlight, 5 hit points. Okay. Let's see. All right, nice. So yeah, I think the rebalancing should work really nicely. And yeah, let's move on. So I'm going to take a very brief break. And when I'm back, we're going to make the nano armor. But until then, let's watch some AI battles. Okay, be back in a second. Okay. Next. So the mass driver. Together with the autoloader. Where is it? Okay. I don't know actually, because it also consumes like really much energy. Let's try having 4 fireballs on the other side. Actually, I think 4 fireballs are sort of equally strong. However, they do have a stronger recoil, which might be worse. So I'm thinking of adding a little bit more to the mass driver. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's do that. I think it is this parameter. Yeah. Yeah, let's try that. There's also something else which I would like to fix, which is okay, which is the asteroid color. So basically, currently they are getting black, blackish. Ah, can't speak today. They're getting blackish cracks when they get damaged, but it's sort of counterintuitive because basically they receive energy by shots which are fired at them. So it might want to make them like yellow or very bright cracks. So can do that. And rebound didn't really work for some reason. Fire weapon, impulse, rebound. Oh, it is still much too low. So let's try 25. And also let's open this crack texture. be here. Okay. And basically let's just invert the color here. And let's export it as bright crack. And let's use that for the asteroid now. Like this. And let's make it sort of a reddish color, maybe like this. Okay, that should work. Yeah, let's give that a try. Okay, so let's give it a try. So the asteroids should now look different when you shoot it then. Okay. At least in these bright asteroids it's sort of hard to see, unfortunately. Okay. Other than that, the rebound on the mass driver seems to be working now. Okay. Yeah, as of yet I'm not so convinced that it is really overpowered. It is definitely powerful if you combine it with the autoloaders. That's definitely true. Oops. Good. Okay. One final thing. I'm not really liking the color of the cracks on the asteroids, so maybe they need to be the color of... Let's try making them the same color as the asteroid is. Increase the alpha a bit. Let's just render it multiple times. Yeah, let's just try that. Okay, I think we are almost done, actually. Yeah. Yeah, we are almost done with this one. So I'm going to make it 50% plus 50% times the asteroid color. Okay, so that's it for asteroids. And now, finally, let's go to the main thing which we want to do today, which is the nano armor, which is basically a piece of armor which repairs itself. So as a basis, I'm going to use a 2x1 armor. For example, which one could we use? The impulse armor is 1x3 if I remember correctly. The linked armor is 1x2. Okay, so let's use the linked armor. Okay, basically I'm not sure yet what theme I'm going to use for the nano armor. Yeah, basically it's so yeah, I mean, obviously the idea is that there are little nanobots which repair your module, but that's sort of, you know, it's sort of hard to visualize. So instead, I wonder how can we adapt this this graphic to sort of illustrate that idea. Okay, so first of all, let me remove all of this stuff. And I'm actually pretty much liking these parts, so I'm going to make a copy. Yeah, and I think I got an idea for how we can do it. So yeah, okay, so basically I'm going to make it look like there's sort of a tank here in the middle, and the tank is connected here, which is like how the nanobots are moved between these different parts so that they can repair them. Yeah, I guess it sort of makes sense. So we will do that. All right. Okay, now we only need the... Yeah, actually I like this idea. So now we need like connections which go out from the center to these outer parts and which represent the sort of links, I guess, between these parts. Okay, let's make these parts a bit darker. Okay. This part is going to be brighter. We're going to make sort of get darker towards the outside. So if you're watching this for the first time, this is basically going to be a height map, which is then later on being turned into an actual module graphic. So, I'm going to make a gradient like this, only much weaker. Okay. All right. All right. Okay, actually, we can try to make these into 2 parts each, which might look good. Okay. Maybe like this. Yeah, and maybe we can give it a little bit more of an organic look by making it a bit rotated. Okay. And these parts as well. Yeah, it might actually look quite nice. So let's duplicate it. And move it around a bit. Okay, good. This might actually be it. I think we need to make this a bit darker, otherwise it will look strange later on. And I'm thinking of maybe putting this on top, making it brighter. Not sure yet. So yeah, but this should look good actually. Put these on top. All right. I think we need sort of an end, end part here on the side. Okay. All right. Okay, so I think that's pretty much it for the nano armor. So let's export it and turn it into proper module graphic. Yeah, I'm actually sort of liking this one. I just need to add, open another armor so that I can adapt the overall brightness. Some of the impulse armor. so it's a bit brighter than here, which is okay. And we also need to add our space texture. Which is just a random texture added on top of everything to add a little bit more detail. Okay, so let's make it brighter. Yeah. All right, maybe even a bit brighter still. Oops. All right, good. That should actually suffice. So let's export this one first as nano PNG, and then let's generate a normal map based on this. This is basically a pseudo normal map based on the height map which we've created. It's like this. And finally, let's work on the color mask, which is the mask which specifies which parts will be highlighted based on the player color. And I think we're going to take these middle parts and use them. Doesn't work well. Okay, I selected the wrong module, the wrong graphic, I mean. Okay, it should be relatively simple. So we will just take this and this and this and this and maybe this. Yeah. Should be good enough. Yeah, that should actually work. Good. So now let's fill. I actually did that in the wrong order. Okay, so let's fill everything here in white. And let's invert. Did I forget this? No. I didn't. Wonder why that part is still not as bright. Well, whatever. And then let's just do the rest manually. Let's clear that part. And let's take a brush and just paint over this part here, which we do not want. Alright. Yeah, we're pretty much done. Let's just make it slightly blurry, because I found that having this be too hard is sort of not very pretty. Let's reduce maximum brightness a bit. Okay, and that's pretty much our color mask. So we can export this one, nano armor mask, and that's pretty much it. Good, good, good. Now let's add it to the game. Nano armor class. Let's take the impulse armor as a basis. And what do we have to do? We have to add it to the research system. We have to add the functionality. Okay, so the base module. Okay, so basically it's going to be a bit more expensive than the normal Titan armor. But, you know, on at the same time it's going to repair itself. And this repair effect is going to be very, very simple. I'm not sure yet if we will add a graphical effect. I have to see in a second. For now, let's skip it. Can remove that part. Okay, so basically it is going to repair itself at 1 point per second. I think there is already a repair function in the game. Yeah, there is. Okay, actually we do not even have to worry about it. We can just repair every frame. Yeah, this should actually suffice. We can just, in every frame, we repair the size of the time step times the repair rate, which is 1. Yeah, it's actually pretty simple and straightforward module. So let's see how it works. In the meantime, we can add some localization text. So impulse armor, nano armor, repairs itself over time when it gets damaged. Okay, let's add the same for the German version. Okay, so now we only have to look where we will put it in the research tree. This is processing, particle physics. I don't quite remember where I put them. Okay, shield, linked armor, okay. So maybe we can put it here after the impulse armor. That should work. So let's attach it to the impulse armor. And now we only have to test if it works, but actually pretty confident. Okay, here it is. Yeah, we forgot to update the name, which is okay. Yeah, now let's just add it to a ship. For example, this one. Okay, here it is. It actually looks a bit odd. I wonder if we made a mistake here with the graphic. It actually looks a little bit too bright, I think. We can check that in a second. Maybe I exported the wrong file. Okay, but for now I'm only interested in the fact if it really repairs itself as it is supposed to. It was actually not intended. Okay, let's see. So both of these are damaged and yeah, the integrity is going up. So it was at 87% previously, now it's 89%. Okay, so the repairing seems to work. Okay, stream chat is broken. Okay. Can I just refresh this one? Well, I can, but I don't know if it fixes. Well, obviously it doesn't show me the stuff which I missed, which is unfortunate. It's unfortunate, actually. Okay. I guess now I have to fix the graphic. Ah, okay. Fix the graphic, because I think it looked a little bit too, yeah, it looks too bright. I have to adapt this a bit. Yeah, wait a second. It's a bit awkward. Basically, I want to. Yeah, this should be better. A little bit of an odd transformation here, but yeah, I think this should look better. Okay, let's export it as nano armor. And what else would I want to do? Okay, basically I just want to decompile it and see if it works now. Okay. Ignoring the weapon clearance zone when attached via rotator joints. Why is this thing here now? Ah. Ah, okay. It's sort of a hard question, actually. I definitely see where you're coming from. I'll think about it. I don't know right now. Yeah. Okay. Before I forget, to update the date here. I wonder if there's something broken in the code. There are so many broken ships here. I don't quite get it. It's really strange. Wait a second, are there any errors showing up? Yeah, there are. Okay. Okay, I should definitely fix those. Null pointer exception. Okay. Okay. That's stupid. That's really stupid, actually. Okay. Basically, it was I couldn't just move them around. I need to. I guess I need to check the names of these modules. Okay, it's good thing that I noticed this at this point. So okay, load module, get property m.class, new instance. Okay. Okay. Okay, so basically I have to manually check for the things which I moved around and rename them. It is a bit annoying, but it's not too bad. So we had blinking light, we had spotlight. What else did we have? Blinking light, light, spotlight. Then we have nameplate and target laser. Okay. And spotlight, it is not with a capital L. Target laser and nameplate. Okay. So it's a really good thing that we noticed this at this point before exporting it and having a version where players cannot load their ships. Okay, now they all seem to be back. Just to make sure, let's see if there are more errors which showed up. Nope. Good. We can remove this debug message. Okay. Let's make a final test run, and then I'm going to export it to Steam and deploy it. It repairs itself. It's basically a slightly more expensive 2x1 armor, which slowly repairs itself over time. Okay, good. Okay. Okay, this should pretty much be it. Should pretty much be the last build for today before I deploy it. Okay, let's have a look. Okay, here it is, correctly placed in the tree. Documentation seems to work. Cost also seems to be correct. Let's see, 120. Okay, it's 20 and 120. Okay, so it is 5 more expensive, but has this healing property. The ships are also back, which is nice. Okay. Still looks slightly too bright in my opinion. Okay. Maybe I can fix that before. Okay, but it's also so bright because we are currently facing north in the editor. So if we rotate the ship around. Okay, basically the normal map is too strong. That is the problem. Okay, it's not so much the module graphic, but the normal map which is too strong. Okay, so I guess we can fix that problem. Okay, so instead of having this nano, this normal map, let's make a new copy. Create a normal map. And this time let's not scale it quite as much. So before it was, I think, scale 4. Now let's just make scale 2 or even just 1.5 so that it isn't too dominant. actually, actually we can do one more decoration, I think. You were suggesting fins a while ago, and I actually like the idea. I actually like the idea, so I think I'm going to make a variation of this deco frame, which has sort of a fin on the side of it. So yeah, let's do that. Not sure yet. Yeah, maybe this might look good. Let's try it. Okay, let's have a look. Yeah, it looks much better now. Yeah. The normal map was definitely too strong. Yeah. Good. Okay, now finally, let's take this fin. Okay, just compare the overall brightness with one of the previous ones, like this one. Yeah, it should sort of work. Okay, go in, let's export it, and let's add it to the game, and yeah. 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 Yeah, I'm actually not entirely sure what this is caused by, but I've definitely noticed it before as well. Yeah, I put it on my to-do list. Yeah. Let me save this one. Good. Okay. Just have a look how these fins look like. Not too spectacular, but I'm actually sort of interested to see how players use these new decoration items and what they come up with. But I think it definitely has potential. It also has potential to be really imbalanced actually, especially in the decoration mode, exploration mode, decoration mode. And I guess we should just make a very simple test chip to see if it really is so OP. Yeah, okay, let's just make a very simple decoration OP test chip. Let's take this as a basis. And basically it's just stack a lot of random decoration stuff together. Okay, it's actually not that, it's not so cheap that it is totally viable to do this, I guess, with the org container. Okay, even if they cost just one, they're still sort of expensive if you have a lot of them. I mean, it looks very stupid, obviously, but but how does it, I mean, you should be pretty much immune from a lot of stuff if you have so much crap flying around. Yeah, it is, I don't know. It is a bit OP, I think. And again, it also really looks stupid, but yeah. I guess I should make it so that you can attach decorations only to non-decoration parts. That would sort of make this issue a bit less problematic. Okay, actually, let's do that. I think there is a function here which I can use. Valid placement, okay, yeah. We have to check valid placement. And basically, whoops. Valid placement is fulfilled if we are connected to a non-decoration module. Okay, so how is it done here? Find connected chip part. Is child behind or contains? Okay, I guess we have to copy this stuff. Okay, if ship part is null, return false. And if ship part is not null, then we go through the list of all modules. Okay, we'll skip the modules which are instance of decoration, and otherwise we are just going to check Okay, not behind, let's just call it P. Wait a second. Okay, so basically we have a rectangle, which is the full occupation of the count module, which is our decoration module. And we'll just have to check if a few points of the other modules are inside. Okay, good. Behind. M occupation. M occupation. Here. All contains p point x, then we return true. And we just have to do this for all 4 directions. Okay, so -1, +1, and here -1, +1. Good, let's do that. Okay, we forgot to add this, so it will probably not compile. Yeah. Also, that part is incorrect. Okay. Don't need that. Okay, so let's check our deco OP ship and see if it is valid. And it is not. Okay, nice, correct. Yeah. So only these 2 modules are correct because they are connected to other stuff. Yeah. Okay, it was actually surprisingly easy. Worked pretty much right away. Alright. I think that should pretty much fix the problem which we had. So you can no longer just have a huge ship made out of decoration parts which will buffer everything. Good. Okay, to exploration. Mission was destroy mining ships. Okay. Let me see how that could have happened. Destroy mining ships. Kill miners. Types random. Counters by prefix. Miner is null. 0. Well, let me just test it. So basically, the game counts. Oh, great, and it crashed for some reason. Oh, now it's in this crappy resolution again. Was the main objective to kill the mining ships, or was it an optional objective? Maybe that has an effect, I don't know. It was the main, okay. Okay, so let's make destroy mining ships and I don't know, scan artifacts as an optional. Okay, so let's see. So we have our mining ship here. Oh, basically, okay. Basically, if your ship is called miner, then that is sort of a problem. So your ship shouldn't be called miner. Okay, let's try to kill this enemy first. We'll move on. Maybe the master is a bit OP. Okay, so let's try to kill our mining ship. I think you're correct, by the way. I think I'm going to decrease the damage output of the mass driver a bit. Okay, so could you just die, please? Ah, there is the command center. It worked here. My guess would be that there was for some reason another ship which was also called miner. Which we actually have to count against. So basically that should never be a problem. I mean, it was probably not the problem in your case, but it could totally be a problem. Okay, and I also wanted to slightly decrease the mass driver damage. So let's go for 4 instead of 5, which is a 20% decrease. Okay, good. Okay, so that's pretty much all I wanted to do today. We're also 2.5 hours in. So, yeah, I'm pretty much going to wrap up today's stream. Once again, thank you very much for watching, as usual. was quite fun, and I think the decorations which we implemented today are quite a nice addition in order to allow players to make nicer looking ships. And yeah, thank you very much for watching. Thanks for playing the game. And the next stream will be next week, which will be the last stream for a while, unfortunately. Yeah, if you have ideas and suggestions for what you would like to see in the next stream, please let me know in the forums. Otherwise, I will, just pick whatever. And yeah. So, goodbye. And the patch should be live in like 5 to 10 minutes, so you can play around with the changes.